I thought I was dying. And if you think you're dying, when you realize that death is imminent, perhaps that's the final notice that you're going to get that you need to change. My name is Labossiere, and I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes around 7 years ago. And it's been a long road since that diagnosis. I mean, even after the initial shock of the fact that I was diagnosed with a disease. I don't even know how you get over that, but it was a terrible shock to find out that I had it. As you probably know, you have to test your blood in order to figure out what your level is, your blood sugar level. And it was very high when I got diagnosed. It was up around 28 or so. And over time, probably about 5 years, I ended up sitting more and more on the couch every day. The job stress was getting higher all the time. And it got to the point where I had difficulty getting up to go to work in the morning. And so eventually I just couldn't do it anymore. I made arrangements to take time and really start looking at my health a lot closer. I have grandchildren. You know, they're beautiful, beautiful grandchildren, and I want to see their kids. I have a beautiful wife that I've been married to for 32 years. And I want to make sure that I'm around for another 32 to enjoy that experience with my wife. The fact is that life is precious, and my belief is that you only get one time to crack the whip. And if you don't do it right, then it was kind of a waste. The key for me was the realization that I wanted to live, that my quality of life was low and poor, and that I was the only one that could change it. Doesn't matter how much help you have on the table. If you're not willing to get up and do something, you'll never make it. It took me many years to go from the diagnosis point, and if you think that the sugar levels were at 28 when I was diagnosed, how long did it take to get there? I probably started when I was 13 and moved away from home. Started living on French fries and day-old donuts. So if that lifestyle started at age 13 or 15 or whatever age, till I was diagnosed 7 years ago, there's a lot of build-up to that. So if it took that long to build up, how long does it take to clear it up? The one thing that I would encourage people not to do, first of all, is not go all in. You can't possibly change everything at once. It probably took you years to get to the stage you're at. And anybody who has high expectations, I'm going to change this in 6 months, can't be done. At first, after exercise, I felt pain, because I felt pain through the exercise. I had so much pain in my body. They would ask me, where are you hurting today, Dan? I'd say, well, pick a spot. I could not tell them where it hurt. And now, I feel no pain. The pain is gone from me. I feel like a new man. I feel like a 20-year-old. I can't believe it. I can go on that bike, exercise, and feel good about the rest of my day. After a while, like now, for example, since I'm going 3 times a week, you don't feel it during the other times of the week. You still feel the energy carrying through. And so I feel that I have enough energy to make my day properly now. It helps my mental state of being, it helps my physical well-being, and it helps my relationships with family and friends. After about 3 months, we started noticing some major changes. And that's exciting news. All these years that I was on medication, I kept getting disappointed because no matter how much medication I was taking, it wasn't coming down. But I didn't have all the information I needed to get healthy. And getting healthy on diabetes is not just the medication. Medication is wonderful. I would never knock diabetes medication because you need that. It's a tool. And unfortunately, it doesn't become a quality tool until you know how to use it. Not only that, once you've made choices and if you adjust your diet slowly, you're eating healthy. The quantity that you eat doesn't necessarily have to go down quickly. And just the fact that I'm eating vegetables now and different types of foods, and none of our foods are fried. We bake everything, all our meats are baked in the oven, and your taste buds change. And that's what you need to look for. You don't have to change everything at once, one thing at a time. So think about your future. How long do you want to live? Why do you want to live? If you can create logic out of these things, you'll find a reason to change. And you can set some short goals for yourself. And take everything in terms of short goals. You're going to hear the larger goals from all kinds of professionals when you get into the process. But if you learn to say, what can I change this week? Right? And to make that change. And give it a couple weeks to make that change stick. When you finally realize that you don't crave that item anymore, or the change has been positive, then think about changing your goal and moving on to something else. Take baby steps, and you're going to make it.